Both clubs have been scouting him for months. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we touch on many topics from Julian Alvarez to the situation of Manchester United for the centre-back, but also many things happening, the swap deals including Douglas Luiz, McKennie and much more. Also with Kvaratskhelia, much more to say. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by mentioning many of the stories on the transfer market, starting with an hijack, because the Brazilian right back, born in 2006, Pedro Lima, who was one step away from joining Chelsea, Strasbourg, the Blue Co group. The player spoke overnight in an interview in Brazil and said, yes, I'm about to join Chelsea, it's almost signed, everything is okay. So the player himself was confirming the move. The documents were in review phase, 7 million euros, 3.5 in add-ons, so everything was all set between the Blue Co group, Strasbourg in this case, with a view to future Chelsea move, and Sport Recife, the club's owners of the rights for this Brazilian right back born in 2006. What happened is that Wolves, working with a different agent involved in the story behind the scenes, were able to agree on a deal and to sign the documents between clubs. So now everything is done between Wolves and Sport Recife. The deal is done for more than 10 million euros, including commissions. So everything is okay, waiting for the player to travel to England for medical test, contract signing, and also what made the difference is that Wolves will give him a chance in the first squad immediately, while Chelsea were sending him to Strasbourg. So the deal is done. Wolves will sign Pedro Lima from Sport Recife, hijacking the move from Strasbourg Blue Co group. With Chelsea, a lot of movements also for Nottingham Forest, triggering the clause to sign Corinthians goalkeeper Carlos Miguel for 4 million euros, waiting on the medical also in this case. With Mikel Fayet, the centre-back from Barcelona, because there is a bid coming from Porto, 15 million euros, but Barcelona only consider the exit of Fayet, at least as of today, with a buyback clause included. So Fayet will be another topic to discuss in the next days, with contacts this week between Porto and Barcelona, contacts also between Brighton and Crescencio Somerville, the wonderful talent of Leeds United, who is in the list of Chelsea, Liverpool. Both clubs have been scouting him for months, but now Brighton are really serious on this one. Brighton made contact to be informed of the situation of the player, so Somerville could be one to watch in the next days, with Brighton pushing. Their manager already approved this possibility. And then Kvaratskhelia, guys, the big bomb from yesterday night, with the father of the player speaking, the agent of the player speaking. What we can say is that Napoli position, even after the official statement, is still the same. Napoli have no intention to sell Kvaratskhelia this summer. They already informed the player and Paris Saint-Germain already 3 weeks ago. So Napoli have been very clear. They don't want to sell Kvaratskhelia. They want to continue with Kvaratskhelia. They want Kvaratskhelia to extend his contract and include a release clause into the contract, offering him a really important salary. So Napoli proposal is very good, and they hope Kvaratskhelia will be respectful and clarify the situation, Kvara himself, as soon as possible. So the Kvaratskhelia topic is still with Paris Saint-Germain interest, but with Napoli insisting on the player staying at the club. This is the mission for the president, De Laurentiis himself, who is pushing to keep Kvaratskhelia at the club. In Italy, there is always movement around Juventus. There is this swap deal between Aston Villa and Juventus ongoing. So the negotiation is at the final stages and remains at the final stages. There is an agreement between Aston Villa and Juventus, bit less than 20 million euros plus Douglas Luiz and Ealing Jr. to join Aston Villa, the Ealing Jr. and Weston McKennie to join Aston Villa, and Douglas Luiz to join Juventus. There is the agreement between Douglas Luiz, his agents and Juventus. Everything is okay on the contract and all the rest. What is missing is the agreement between McKennie and Juventus on the exit conditions. So the exit of Weston McKennie means that he will change his contract by joining Aston Villa, and Juventus have to cover that part of the contract. This is the issue, but it's between McKennie and Juventus, not between McKennie and Aston Villa. So now it's crucial for McKennie and Juve to agree on this detail in order to make the deal happen. Let's see what's gonna happen on this one, but is McKennie missing to make the deal happen? Juventus remain confident, and Douglas Luiz wants to go to Juventus, but still waiting on this important topic. Still waiting, Aston Villa, also on Chelsea, to decide on what they want to do for John Duran. There is a lot of movement, guys, around Europe, and something else I wanted to add is that the interest from Paris Saint-Germain in Julian Alvarez, as I'm receiving many questions on Alvarez and Chelsea and Premier League clubs, guys, from Premier League clubs at the moment there is no bid for Julian Alvarez. This is the reality. Premier League clubs can have an interest for sure, but at the moment, no Premier League club presented a concrete and serious proposal for Julian Alvarez. So now the most interested club remains Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain have genuine interest in Julian Alvarez, but they know that Manchester City at the moment have no intention to sell the player. So in case Manchester City will decide to put a price on Julian Alvarez and sell him, PSG will be really interested and prepared to attack the situation after some contacts they had in the past few weeks. But if the situation remains like of today, so with Manchester City not intention to let Julian Alvarez leave, the plan of Paris Saint-Germain is to go for other players. So PSG will not waste their time in negotiations where they find a wall in front of them. It's on Man City. They have to decide what they want to do, and at the moment they are not giving any green light to the exit of Julian Alvarez. PSG will wait for that. And then, guys, let me mention also the important story of some centre-backs, because first of all, in Spain, Sevilla said goodbye to Sergio Ramos, so Ramos is now available as a free agent. Ramos was under contract till the end of June, and he will not extend the contract at Sevilla, so leaving on a free, considering all his options, proposals already from the MLS for Sergio Ramos, so could be a possibility, but Ramos wants to take his time and decide his club really soon. So Sergio Ramos could be one to watch. Manchester United and Jared Brightwaite. Let me clarify one more thing, guys, on this one. After the bid rejected, £35 million plus add-ons for Brightwaite last week, Man United position, when they heard that Everton position, what I told you, is still the same. Everton want at least 65-70 million pounds to let the deal happen and start a concrete negotiation. Everton have no intention to go for less than 65 or 70 million pounds for Jared Brightwaite to leave the club. So this is the position of Everton. But Manchester United don't want to pay the kind of United tax when it's about signing players, especially centre-backs. So the position of Manchester United is interest in Brightwaite remains concrete. They know that the player is keen on the move. Personal terms are not a problem, already easy to be agreed after conversations they had with player side, but it's on Everton. So, or the price will be different, otherwise Manchester United would be prepared to go on different options for the new centre-back. We know they considered many centre-backs in the recent months. They've been scouting Gleison Bremer from Juventus. Jean-Claude Todibo is one of the centre-backs they've been following for months, but let's see if they will decide to attack these two situations or not. And also Manchester United have other names in their list. They're also looking to see what happens around Europe in terms of opportunities. So the domino of the centre-backs is yet to start. The first move was from Chelsea with Tosin Adarabioyo, but it's really important to say that Manchester United will sign at least one centre-back and have no intention to accept any kind of tax, to invest crazy money on centre-backs just because in the past they paid big money for other centre-backs. So Man United want to do normal business, good business. They believe that their proposal was not that crazy. Everton believe that Brightwaite is worth way more than 35 million pounds with the dons. So at the moment there is a big gap, but Man United are not desperate. So good deal, or they will move on and go for another target. They have a list of centre-backs. So Man United keep waiting on that one. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Julian Alvarez to Jared Brightwaite, the hijack for Pedro Lima, and all the rest. I want your opinion, guys, here in comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao.